All right, so we're gonna change the tie rod today. We're doing the outer tie rod. First, what we're gonna do is turn our wheel all the way to the left. Tie rods are in the back side. There we go. By the way, this is a 2012 Ford Fusion with a 3.0 motor, V6, which is probably the same thing for all of them. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jack the car up. We got the emergency brake on already. Plenty of room. Sure, it's on the jack stand. Now I'm just gathering some tools, which lug nuts are 19 millimeter. The stock tie rod bolt is a 17 millimeter. And we use adjustable wrenches for the tie rod nut on the back side. All right, so we'll go ahead and get this wheel off now. Get you some light in here. All right. Again, these are 19 millimeter. And this is what I use. This is Pittsburgh. It's for taking off lug nuts. It's got a couple different on there. And I like it because they're skinny sockets but still impact rated. Work good. Get the spare out of here. Alright, so this is the front of the car this way. Our tie rod is actually on the back side, so I'll move you guys now. And we'll get some light in here. Alright, so this is the tie rod nut on top. This is also the nut that we're going to take off. This one should be an 18 millimeter if it's stock. If not, it's different. Which this seems to be replaced already and actually feels pretty good. But we're going to replace it anyway since we already got the part. So let's go ahead and get this cotter pin out. So these Ford Fusions, they run forever. But only downfall is everything is rusted. And I mean everything. Even the cotter pin, rusted. Alright. Now let's see if this is a 17. It is, that's a 17. A Milwaukee Impact. See if this will come out without any trouble. Yeah. That's how we do it. Alright. Let's put this back on. Alright, so first, I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to get this nut off. Alright. Could be a child, bro. Break this loose. There we go. Got my light out, but that's alright. So we got this nut loose. Back that out just a couple threads. Alright, we can take this nut off. And we'll start hitting it with a hammer to break the tie rod loose. I know this is looking deceiving, the control arm there. But this is a tie rod. This is a control arm back here. So we're gonna hit here on the knuckle until it loosens up. There we go. Came right on out. Alright, so now that we have this out, we're gonna go ahead and count as we twist it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and a half. So that was the same as the other side exactly. Alright, now we'll get our new tie rod in. And this is from Detroit Axle. This is our new here. Detroit Axle parts. I'm down here in Toledo, Ohio. So I'm right up the road. It means I can get cheap and good parts. Of course, on these we gotta add some add grease in, which I'll do that off camera. Alright, got my grease started in. So now we'll bring this one in 18 turns. Let's not lose our nut. Once we get it started on the threads, then we'll start counting. All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It was like 18 and a half. So we'll go one more. All right. So at this point, I like to add some anti-seize. This is Permatex anti-seize. I like to add that in here so for the next person, it ain't all locked up on them. Right, don't put it on your threads though. Alright, so you might have to bend this to get it into position. Move your control arm about to get it on. There, we got it partially on. So now we'll run the nut back on there. And I believe this is an 18 millimeter. But we'll go ahead and check it. Yep, that is an 18. So we'll get this torqued. And I think it's 1 UGA. That's 1 UGA. Yep, that's 1 UGA. Yep, that's tight right there. Now we gotta get the hole lined up. So we got a couple more Douglas. All right. So our hole is lined up. And I thought I lost my cotter pin. But look at that. Sitting right on the magnet. Perfection. All right, so we'll go ahead and slide our cotter pin in. And we'll swing that around. Good. And then we'll tighten up our nut. So I like to use 2 adjustable wrenches. I'll put one on this side. There's a flat spot on the tie rod to where you can tighten it up from. So I'll take 2 of these adjustable wrenches. Squeeze them together. And that's tight. So that is the full tie rod job. So now we got a new tie rod in here. Here's a part number if you guys want it, from Detroit Axle. Yes, sir, all complete. We just put new bearings on this one, so this is a full spindle assembly and tie rods. The other side got control arms, and we also did new brake pads.